What up? What up? Oh, wait. What up? What up? How y'all doing today? Here talking more Pittsburgh Steelers football with y'all. Talking about Week 5 Buffalo Bills. You probably, if you looked at the past videos, past streams, you look at this one. There's an uncommon denominator here in the background and the setup. Normally, you got different stuff. I was in San Diego at the time. Now I'm back in Virginia where I'm stationed at, and this is like my apartment. This is like my room, my apartment. We chilling, we talking Steelers football. Um, so let's get right into it, man. So, you know, Mr. Combs, I do remember you, man. God, Mr. Combs, I do remember you. What's good, homie? So let's talk about football. Let's get the good going, and we talk about the bad, the good. Kenny Pickett, he looked good last week against the Jets. He made some good throws. He looks like he could be worth that number 1 pick that so many people are saying that he wasn't worth. He looks like him. He looks like the guy. This week is really going to show Pittsburgh Steelers fans what he's about. If he's really fit to be the next franchise quarterback. And, just spending a first-round draft pick on him is, in my opinion, more than enough. Enough just to, say that the Steelers have confidence in Kenny Pickett in making him our franchise quarterback. So Kenny makes his first start Sunday. And if you remember, so Buffalo comes in with the number 1 defense in the NFL. We could talk. What you mean? Like on what media platform? Oh, I mean, somehow, some way we could figure it out. But yeah, no problem. You could talk. Hop on a stream. But so last quarterback in NFL history, Instagram Snap. Yeah, I got Instagram. You can add. Hold on. It's a Sailor Speak Sports. Literally, exactly how it sounds. SNU is gonna be like the name. So it's going to look like something like that. I got you. Something like that. All right. So the last quarterback to beat the number 1 defense in his opening start was none other than Ben Roethlisberger himself. And then he went on a 15-game win spree and won a 14-game win spree, and made it to the AFC Championship game, where he lost to the New England Patriots, who ended up winning the Super Bowl that year against the Rams, I believe, or the Rams or the Eagles, I believe it was. And now we're going into and the next year, of course, he won the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. Now we're going into Kenny Pickett's start of the era. And, we're starting off really struggling here. We're 1-3. If TJ Watt, our entire defense, he got injured in week 1, of course. Defense has been struggling, has been putting up the same numbers as he normally should. And, we got to get right, man. We got to get right. So I got you. I just add you back, bro. So, speaking of TJ Watt, man, TJ Watt looks like he had re-injured himself. Yeah, sure, man. Go ahead and give me a call on Instagram, bro. Man, I'm just, fizzy in the mind, I guess, today. Distracted, but I wanted to hop on a stream. I wanted to make streaming like a regular thing because I just like talking Steeler football. And we got homie calling. What up, homie?
What's up?
So we were just talking about TJ Watt, man. I don't know if you heard the rumors. TJ Watt looks like there's rumors going around that he re-aggravated his pec injury, which of course is not a good sign. But I've been saying ever since he had the pec injury and it was looking like it could be season ending. But then they said it wasn't. I always said just let him rest until the bye week. Let him come for the second half of the season. First half of the season is going to be the rough one anyways because we do play, of course, the Bills, Bucks, Dolphins, and Eagles, the 4 of the top 10 teams in the NFL right now. So I'm okay with TJ not coming back till after the bye week because, even though TJ Watt has that impact that he has, we're probably not winning too many of these next 4 games, if any at all.
Right.
So, of course, I'm sorry, what's up?
Do you want to see what I look like for the first time?
I saw your Instagram.
Oh, yeah. My post, yeah, probably.
Yeah. But man, it's like it's good to have you here, man. It's good to talk to fellow Steeler fan, man. So what you think, man? Kenny Pickett, give me your breakdown on how he did last Sunday and how he's going to do this Sunday?
All right. I think versus the Bills defense, without them having Jordan Poyer, that's going to be a big impact.
Absolutely.
So I think Kenny's probably going to pop off. And also, you're going to see the Bills show some signs with you're going to have to deal with their D-line. And also with Josh Allen, it's going to be hard to beat them without TJ Watt.
Oh, yeah.
Because when we beat them week 1 last year, TJ Watt had 3 sacks, a strip sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that game real well. It was a real good game by TJ. I think he had 2.5 sacks. One of them was a strip, recovered by I think it was Hayward, or something like that. And it was overall the defense really won us that game. Ben Roethlisberger had that really good throw to Deontay Johnson in the back of the end zone. The opening kickoff of that game, Buffalo took it all the way back to their own 30, and we held them to a field goal, I believe.
Yeah, that was a field goal. I was like, oh, so this is how our season's going to start. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, so it's going to be one of those years, huh?
Oh, yeah, I went to my first Steelers game this season.
Oh, yeah, which game did you go to?
Opening preseason Seahawks game.
Okay, that must have been fun to watch, man.
I know, you should have heard the crowd chanting Kenny.
Oh man, I wish I was there, man. I'll be going to the Panthers game in Charlotte. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing KP play, man.
If I remember right, didn't you say you were going into the Army or something like that?
I'm in the Navy right now. Yes.
Navy. How's that going?
Yeah. It's going, man. Just moved into my new apartment. Thank you for the Navy for that, getting me this place. And it's nice, man. It's love, man. It's love.
All right, this is a question for you.
What's up, bro?
If there was one Steeler that say you were in Mike Tomlin's place here.
Yeah.
If there was one Steeler that you could cut right now, who would it be?
One Steeler I could cut right now. Gunnar Olszewski. Easy money. Cut Gunnar. Huh?
Why Gunnar?
Gunnar Olszewski has not been an effective special teams player at all. And I truly believe that Steven Sims as well as Calvin Austin III could do a 10 times better job than he's done. He's fumbled the ball twice. He's single-handedly, and I mean single-handedly, I'm going to call him out here. He lost the game against the New England Patriots on that fumble punt return.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be that one guy that's going to blame it on one player. We also could have got down the field a lot more in that game.
Of course.
But with Mitchell Trubisky, I'm not calling Mitch a bad quarterback. I'm just saying that he's playing it like Ben Roethlisberger's last season. Not that good.
So I'm going to go ahead and give you this analysis of Mitch Trubisky, man. And I said this in a tweet one time, and this is how it is, man. Mitch Trubisky can make any and every throw that you ask him to make. And I'm serious about that. He can make any and every throw that you ask him to make. His football IQ is fucking -1, though. Because he just, his decision-making, his pocket presence, his awareness, everything. What up, Dante and Kyler? What up, man? Good to see you on the stream, man. But his football IQ is in the negatives, and that's what was losing us. That's what was partly losing us games was his decision making. He wasn't taking. I mean, Okay, so then let's go ahead and look at the your different room, man. If you scroll back to the beginning of the stream, I quickly explained it, and I'll go ahead and quickly explain one more time. I was in San Diego before. Now I'm back in Norfolk, where I'm stationed, and this is my new apartment. So, but let's go look at the Browns game. Mitchell Trubisky made elite throws that game.
That was probably his best game of the season. I'm not gonna lie.
You said what?
That was probably his best game of his Steelers career.
Yeah, and you can absolutely agree with that. That was his best game. He made a lot of good throws, and if the receivers had caught them all, we probably would have won that game. But Deontay dropped that go route down the sideline, and then George Pickens, that one-handed catch in the end zone, his first career drop. But other than that, man, it was just like he made every throw, and it was like he was really impressive. And I couldn't complain about his performance because it wasn't his fault. Defense couldn't stop the elite Browns offense, and I say elite because it's elite, even though they did just lose to the Falcons. I don't care. Jacoby Brissett made our defense made Jacoby Brissett look like fucking Tom Brady. And that's sad because I actually went to the same high school as the dude. And it was really rough game for us. The final, but if you look at every single game we played, fuck that last touchdown, that was stupid as shit. We have been like one possession game in every single game this year. Even the win, we won 3 against the Bengals. We lost 3 against the Patriots. We lost. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. We lost by, I think it was 8. We lost 8. Yeah, probably 8 points to the Browns. Then we lost.
Oh, no. It was like 17. Yeah, 17-29. I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, but if the last touchdown really didn't count because it was like us throwing it backwards and then Najee throwing it in the end zone for some reason. You don't want to count that. It was actually a 4-point game. It was actually a 4 or 5 point game, right? And then here against the Jets, a 4-point game, man. So we're losing our game and losing our game single digit, but we're not finishing the game. We were up 10 points in the fourth quarter against the Jets.
I'm gonna be straight up. I think we got 100% cheated by the Jets, and I'm 100% down to explain why I think that.
Let's hear it.
All right. To start with, not a touchdown. The ball did not cross the plane. I reviewed that so many times, recorded it, and I even flipped it around to see different angles of it. Ball never crossed the plane. And on that final Hail Mary, Chase 100% got pulled down from attempting to make that catch. I'm pretty sure it was Sauce Gardner. He kind of grabbed Chase's jersey and yanked him down mid trying to make the catch.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of calls that were very questionable that I saw all game that the refs were making. I've never seen a team get screwed at home before like the Pittsburgh Steelers do. It's pretty hard to watch that.
My friend likes to make fun of me with that Nelson Aguilar mossing Akello.
Akello's been garbage.
I like Akello. I like him. I mean, yeah, I don't think he's like Joe Hayden or someone like that caliber, but I like him.
I'm not a huge Akello fan. I never have been. He got burnt by Henry Ruggs in his first fucking snap in his Steeler career. So I have no goodwill towards him whatsoever. He hasn't done anything right for me.
Henry Ruggs likes to burn a lot of things, including his tires. I had to bring that up. So who is your favorite Steeler currently?
Currently, man, TJ. I mean, of course everyone's favorite is TJ Watt, man. Love me.
Be honest with.
You know what? I'll go ahead and give you this. I'll give you, instead of giving you my favorite Steeler, which of course is going to be TJ Watt or Minka Fitzpatrick or KP, which is everyone's favorite player, I'll go ahead and give you my most appreciated, underrated player right now on our roster, right?
Okay.
That's going to be Jalen Warren. That guy is a
100%.
that guy's a fucking stud. He is shown potential to be one of the best number 2 running backs in the NFL. In my opinion, he could really run Najee for his job right now. And I mean that.
What's your opinion on Benny?
I think he's a primarily special teams player, terrible running back. He's good depth to have, but he's not like a it's a California sweatshirt, San Diego. What was I saying? But
do you play like Madden or anything like that?
I do. I don't have my Xbox or anything with me, but I do play. I do play Madden. Yes.
That actually answers my question because I was about to ask you if you play on Xbox.
I play Xbox. I get the new Xbox. That's at my crib in Charlotte. That's like where I'm living at. I just gotta go and get it. I'm like 5 hours away.
I'll be honest with you. My favorite number 1 player on the Steelers right now is not TJ.
Okay, Minka. KP.
Nope.
Can't Ironhead. Is he
Ironhead?
Hayward?
Nah, Chase Claypool.
What?
I like Chase. I don't know why.
So if you're watching the stream right now, Mr. Combs here, bud, I'll give you my best Chase Claypool impersonation.
All right.
If you're watching the stream, here you go.
Hold on.
Here's my best Chase Claypool.
Let me go take a look. Hold on.
Here's my best Chase Claypool impersonation right here. Just no reach. No reach.
All right, fair enough.
If he had reached the fucking ball, he would have caught it. I don't give a fuck. He needs to get right, man. He needs to get right.
I 100% respect that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like every single Steeler, but do you think what Chukwuma Okorafor did to that one Brown, given that knee injury, was pretty dirty?
It was that jumping on him isn't what caused his knee injury. It was the block. The jumping on it was not what caused the injury. It was just definitely not helping it. But that was unnecessary as hell, and it's not what he got called the penalty for, but definitely unwarranted and not appreciated. It doesn't give us a good look. So no, I didn't like that. What do you think?
I mean, as you said, it don't give us a good look. It just, honestly, that's one time I'd look for a penalty on Pittsburgh. I was like, that. There's no need for that extra curriculum. It's like, it's not on like the Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph.
No. It's dirty.
It's still dirty.
Yeah, it's right. Unnecessary. It's the definition of unnecessary roughness, even though that's not what the penalty was called. So, I hope the Browns player is okay. Moving on from that, of course, let's talk about this Sunday. We are historic underdogs at 14 or 13.5 points. Do you think we got a chance this Sunday, man?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Without TJ Watt, no.
No, yeah, I don't think so either. So I was talking about in the beginning of this stream that Ben Roethlisberger. So Bill's got the number 1 defense right now, and the last team to beat the number 1 defense with their rookie quarterback in the rookie's first game ever was none other than our very own Ben Roethlisberger in his very first start. And someone posted on Facebook today saying, "Oh, will history repeat itself?" No. Go look back at the 2004 2004 Steelers roster. Who did we have on defense versus who we have on defense now is fucking like we had an elite defense. We had an elite defense, a solid offense, I just don't see it happening. I mean, I think we do have a chance. Any team, anytime, anywhere can win any game. Look at the Jets beating us and the Browns. Um, but still, it's just not a good chance that we win this game. Claude Bishop asked how long we've been Steeler fans. I have been a Steeler fan since I was born, but I didn't start looking for like football or liking football until about like 2014, 2013. That's when I started playing, and then of course I bled black and yellow from there.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I am as old as I am. That's how I'll answer it. I'm old. I'm old now. I'm old. I am 7 years older than when I first started this channel, which is crazy. 7 years older than when I started the channel. That's wild, man.
Do you think letting Bud Dupree go was a big mistake?
We didn't really let him go. We just couldn't afford him. So I wouldn't call that a mistake. I'd more call it a separation on both halves. He wanted money. We didn't have it at the time because we had to pay everyone on the team a lot of money. And so he found a team that paid him, and hasn't been performing up to his pay stub, in my opinion. I think this might be his last year of his contract before the Titans just say, hey, sayonara. And if he does, I think Pittsburgh should pick him back up. I think him and Alex Highsmith could do damage as a 1-2 combo with, of course, TJ Watt subbing in. And I think that is just an elite three right there, because all three are insanely good pass rushers, and not one tackle could stop. Claude Bishop.
Do we actually get Devin Bush at first and 10?
You said what?
Did we actually get Devin Bush at 1st and 10?
Yes. First round, 10th overall pick. We traded up for him. We traded our first round pick, our second round pick, and our next year's third round pick for that pick, which is not a lot to move up 10 spots, in my personal opinion.
I think we could have got someone better out of.
But listen to this. Devin Bush was fine before his ACL tear, and I'll leave it at that. He was playing like the 10th overall pick before his ACL tear, so I'll leave it at that.
Do you miss James Conner at all, in your opinion?
Of course I do. He's a Pitt running back. I think him and Kenny Pickett would be a great 1-2 punch. I think he would be a really good 1-2 punch with Najee. Of course I miss James Conner. I still remember the day that we drafted. He signed my jersey I had of him, so he's a really nice guy. Really appreciated that.
People will say that I kind of favor him a little bit.
I mean, I think the reason we didn't sign, I think it was good for him to go and go play for a different team, because he really honestly, I mean, he as much as he loved the Steelers and wanted to play for a Pittsburgh team, he probably wanted to go somewhere else just because Pitt. He knows Pitt so well, and he just wants to go explore different parts of the country, which I can understand and appreciate. And definitely appreciated his insanely talented workload and his Steeler-type-esque football that he played with for the 4 years that he did play for us. But it was unfortunate that he just was too injury-prone for us. He was that in 2017 or 2018 when Bell decided not to play for us anymore and Connor got the bell cow. He played absolutely phenomenal until he got injured, and it was unfortunate that it happened. But it happened, and it's just he was never really the same. I think he's doing amazing for Arizona right now. I think what we did was we played him too much and we didn't get him any help. We gave him the ball as much as we did Bell, and that's not the regular workload for a running back. Maybe like Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and those type of running backs. But for a guy like James Conner, he needs 12 to 15 carries, 2 to 3 catches, and not a touch more.
I'm watching your stream right now on my Xbox. Not gonna lie.
Nice. If you can mute it, it's gonna cause like an echo effect, and it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah. I heard that.
Claude Bishop
Go on.
said, "Are you happy they benched Gunnar?" As I was commenting on earlier, of course I am. But Gunnar Olszewski is a bust. He is an All-Pro kick returner, and he has been playing like a pro ass. So leaving it at that, yes, I think Gunnar Olszewski, if he can do something with the offensive scheme, which I mean, other than the preseason, I haven't seen much. I think that Pittsburgh should just say sayonara and let him go.
I have a question.
What's up?
You know, like your background for like your YouTube.
What do you? I think I know what you mean.
How did you make that?
Let me see.
Or it has like yellowish, like lightning strikes through it.
I'm pretty sure it was like a Photoshop app, like online, that I made it through. I can't remember which one it was. It was so long ago.
That's fire.
Let me see. Let me see what you're talking about here. Yeah, this one I don't. Maybe I didn't make it. Maybe it was someone else. Maybe it was me. But it was like a Photoshop app online. I do remember that.
Remember that odd? Remember that real odd when you were doing Q&A and I asked that one odd question?
Man, it was. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I can't even remember what I had for fucking breakfast this morning. I can't remember shit. My brain. Let me just tell you, man. The military really shoots up your brain, and it's like, So, what question did you ask?
It was like I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. I just remember like asking a real odd question, and no one knew what I was talking about.
No, I don't remember. When and how often do you go live? Claude Bishop asked. Usually once a week, Fridays or Monday. Usually once or twice a week before and after games, just to talk about what happened and what's going to happen and what the rest of the season is going to look like. Not too many people watch him anymore, which I don't really care. I'm here to talk about Steeler football. I'm not looking for I'm not looking to be the fucking next whatever famous YouTuber
or something like that.
Yeah. I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking for a good conversation with some cool dudes, which is what I got right now with you, Mr. Combs, and then Mr. Bishop, of course. I don't know. I don't quite remember the questions people ask. I mean, feel free to ask whatever question you want. I can answer to my best of my ability, whether it's personal or football related. I don't really care, but I'm here to just talk about whatever, man. Life advice. Very knowledgeable about the Steelers. Thanks, man. I try to be knowledgeable, man. It's like it's a hobby. It's a lifestyle, man. I love my team, man. I love my Steelers, man. It's
when I seen you go live again, I'm pretty sure it was Talking Steelers while we play video games. I got so excited to see that you were back.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, man. It's been a while. I know. I'm excited to come back, man. I was talking. I made a video, like a highlight reel. No one really watched it, which is fine.
Yeah, James Washington. I'm pretty sure that was the last one.
No, I made another one, a Cleveland Browns hype up video. I thought it was pretty good. Personally, I thought it was pretty solid work, but no one really watched it. No, I don't really care. I mean,
I'm watching it right now, actually.
All right, let's tell me what you think. You gotta listen to the music too, if you're gonna listen to, because I mean, it's all right. It's not my best work, but I also don't have the video software that I used to use to make it. Am I from Western Pennsylvania? I am not. My family is.
Okay, well, with that pick right there, now you're going right over the top.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not gonna let a rookie do that to you, bro.
I simply wouldn't allow it.
All right. When TJ did that kick in that night, a beat drop, perfect, 100%.
Thank you. There. You can ask my buddy Richie. Me and him were literally making the video together, And it took me, I swear to God, 30 minutes to get that right because the video software that I was using, it was so it wasn't letting me time it up right. I had to literally spend 30 minutes getting that right. And then I actually ended up redoing it the next morning because I didn't like it. So, it took me a while just to get that right.
W video, W.
Appreciate it, man. I love making videos, man. I got some motivation to make them again because I love football. A lot of people are doing podcasts again. It's actually Ben Roethlisberger who inspired me to go live again because I watch his podcast and I love it. Footballin'. If you don't watch it, I definitely recommend it. It's a good podcast. Everyone loves to. He's making free news content for all the big, news outlets out there, Steeler news outlets. Free content for him because he comments on the Steelers, the NFL, what he thinks is going on. Definitely can appreciate his opinion. I always listen to him, and I always formulate my opinion once I've heard the NFL quarterback, 18-year NFL quarterback side of things, because you don't know what goes on until you get a little bit more of a background perspective. So. Mm-hmm. He said that Mitchell should, but then he said something like Mitchell Trubisky, he was so surprised that he got benched. I'm surprised Mitch got benched against the Jets, yes, but I'm not surprised. But I don't exactly not blame him for the poor play because he has not played well. So that's just how I view of him. And that Ben Roethlisberger said it wasn't all Mitchell's fault. And I don't blame Mitch for all of it. Two of the interceptions that he's thrown, I think it was the only two interceptions that he's thrown, was right through the fucking hands of Deontay Johnson. So, what's your favorite all-time Steelers player? His is Hines Ward. You go first, Mr. Combs. What do you think?
All-time. Well, obviously it's Palomalu, but let me think more into this here. Either probably, it's a hard.
It's not an easy question.
It's not. I want to say Hines Ward or Troy Palomalu.
I'm gonna go ahead and break the internet here. My all-time favorite player, of course, is going to be Troy, but really, the player I enjoyed watching the most my entire football loving watching career, always and always will be Antonio Brown. But with the most recent news that's been coming out about him, I can no longer support or defend him as a good person or a person who I want on the Steelers.
Did you see what he got caught for this time?
Yeah, he's fucking throwing his ass in some girl's face and showing and being naked in a pool, and then
he exposed himself in a pool.
Man, it's sickening. It really made me sick seeing that because, let me just tell you, man, I idolized him. I just didn't think he was a good player. I idolized him. He was my hero. So
right.
It is what it is with that. I think we're going to go ahead and call it. It's been a long stream. Give me your final prediction for this Sunday, and we'll call it a night. And then I'll probably hop on either Sunday or Monday night.
All right. What's your score prediction?
I think Buffalo will win 38-20, unfortunately.
All right.
Actually, 38-28. 38-28.
All right. Now, if Pittsburgh would end up winning it, what would be your prediction for Pittsburgh winning it?
Fucking 31. Fucking right. Missed extra point by the Bills. That's the only way we're winning that shit.
All right. My prediction here is if Pittsburgh would win it, I have it being probably a low-scoring game by at least 17-14. But then if Buffalo ends up winning it, I have it going with Pittsburgh keeping up, but Pittsburgh will end up fall short by a field goal at 35-32.
It's good predictions, man. Appreciate you coming on here with me. Definitely have to do this again. I enjoyed it, man.
100%.
I love football, and I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. Talk to y'all after the game.
Can I tell you one more thing?
Yeah, what's up?
believe it or not, I actually have a Terry Bradshaw jersey.
So do I. Not with me, but I do. Peace out, y'all.
All right. Do you want to talk for a little bit